Yo, are you thinking about starting your own t-shirt business, but you don't know where to start? Let me help you out.
Fat Man Scoop, Brooklyn Clan. What's up, y'all? This is Fat Man Scoop. And right now, you watching the sensei, the #1, the king, my dude, Big Brando. He taught me, personally, me, Fat Man Scoop. All you gotta do is keep your mouth closed and your ears open. Listen to the man talk. That's knowledge personified right there, and I wouldn't trust nobody else but my dude, Big Brando. And I said it. Fat Man Scoop, Big Brando, let's go!
What's happening, everybody? Boy Big Brando, and today let's talk about starting a t-shirt business. Now, the reason I'm making this video is because there's been a big surge of new viewers to my channel. With those new viewers come all of the same old questions that I used to get when I first started on YouTube. And it's always like, hey man, can I buy you lunch? I just need to pick your brain a little bit because I want to get started in this t-shirt business, but I don't know where to start. Hey man, can I jump on a phone call with you, or can you call me? Here's my number. I just need to know what equipment I should buy, or what should the steps be to start this business. Or it's like, hey man, about to start this business, I'm a little confused, can you help me out or give me some guidance? One, I appreciate everybody for trusting in me to reach out and say, hey man, I need your help, which is really cool. But what you guys have to remember is I already made videos about this stuff to help anybody. And to make it even easier, I created a whole series, and it's in a playlist now called Back to Basics. If you wanted to get into this business, I laid it out video by video, step by step, on what you can do to run an operation just like mine. So I highly encourage anybody out there to watch that playlist. It's called Back to Basics. It's a whole series. It's in order. All you got to do is watch each one. If you're a little confused, go back and watch it again and again and again to retain the information. For the people that are like, hey man, I'll pay you for your time, I'm only going to give you guys that same exact information because I already broke it down. And watch those videos. It's free. You don't got to pay me for nothing. Everything I'm saying in those videos is what I would say to you in your face. So in order to save you money and not spend it on somebody like me, use that money to buy equipment, buy blank t-shirts, and get your business rolling. You know what I mean? I already laid out all the information for everybody. That'll be the easiest and quickest way for you to learn everything about my business and how I operate if you wanted to operate the same exact way. All right. One of the other questions that people always ask is, when is a good time to legitimize my business? Can I just operate without being a business just to get my feet wet? And you can do that. There's websites out there like Big Cartel that's free. You could start your own online store for free. There's limitations to it, but at the same exact time, if you wanted to get your feet wet and selling stuff online, there's a free option for you out there. Then you have the other end of the spectrum where it's like, hey, before I get started, I want to do everything legit first. Nothing wrong with that, but I believe in proof of concept, meaning I want to prove to myself that my idea is going to be profitable before I jump all in. So before I do any of the legal stuff, before I do anything like that, I always make sure that my idea is going to be profitable and worth my time before I do any of that. There's a weird misconception that once you start your business, somebody's waiting at your door to steal that business. It's not how it really works. Does it happen? It's happened before, but does it happen often? Not really. You got to be making some really big noise and making a ton of money to get the attention of somebody that wants to steal that business. Nobody wants to steal a new business that hasn't made any money. Just to be honest, nobody's looking to steal a business that's not profitable. That's dumb. Why would you even want to steal that type of business? You know what I mean? So in order for somebody to even think about stealing your business, you have to be making dumb amounts of money to catch the attention of somebody. Get it? So a lot of people, they read stuff and they hear stuff and they're looking online and they're like, oh man, I got to get all this legal stuff in order before I get going. And that's fine. I get it. Everybody wants to be prepared. But at the end of the day, I would hate to waste my time and waste my money on something that I know that I can't make money on. Is crazy. So before I legitimize anything, I make sure I can actually make some money doing this. Because what if you go through the whole process? Now you got your LLC, you got all this stuff, you have your reseller permit, you buy all this equipment, you're legit by the book. And then you don't even know how to make any money with all the stuff that you have. And now you're forced to try to scramble around and make some money. To me, that's working backwards. I ain't even trying to work that way. Instead, I'd rather figure out my process first, make sure I can make some money. And as I'm making the money, now I'm comfortable enough to go forward and legitimize my business because I know I have something there. You get what I'm saying? So if you're in that same boat, get your feet wet a little bit. See if this works for you. Nobody is standing outside of your house right now waiting to steal your business. Nobody cares about that. A lot of people think, oh man, somebody's gonna steal my ideas. 100% I agree. You probably think your idea is the best idea ever. It's some new, unique idea that nobody's ever thought of. There's a lot of people out here in this world that probably think just like you. The longer you wait to put that idea out, the next person that has that same idea is gonna put it out way before you. Then you're gonna look like the copycat. So for myself, it's all about proof of concept, proving that my designs are gonna be profitable, proving that my business strategies are gonna be profitable, proving to myself that I could even operate a business like this. You know what I mean? Once you understand that, you're good to go. And to some people, they'll probably be like, man, that's horrible business advice. Maybe this ain't even real business advice, man. This is just realistic advice. Don't put yourself in debt trying to get rich. I say this in a lot of my videos. Do not go broke trying to get rich. That's probably the worst way you could do this. That's why I never talk about business credit. That's why I never talk about taking out loans. That's why I never talk about starting out in the hole, because I don't believe in that. For myself, I need to know how I'm gonna get to the money the fastest. You're never gonna get to the money fast if you start out in the hole. You're constantly just digging yourself out of that hole. You're always owing somebody else. You're doing all this hard work to owe somebody else? Man, forget that. I'd rather stack up some money now from my day job or whatever I'm doing and stack up that money until I have enough to buy equipment. Then I don't owe nobody. I worked for that myself. Now I'm paying myself back. When people go out here and they max out these business credit cards and take out these big business loans and all that before they even know how they're gonna get any of that money back, they're taking out all this debt for a dream. That's not how I operate. If that's how you operate, fine by me. You're not gonna find that kind of information on my channel. I'm old school with my business strategy. Don't front me nothing. I'll get it on my own and I'll never mess up the re-up. As long as you keep that cycle going, your business is sustainable. You put the money up for your own product. You move your own product. You set aside the re-up money for the product and you keep the business rolling. That's how I operate. If you understand that logic, you know exactly how I operate. That's the way I work. I'm not gonna let somebody front me the product and then I still owe that person, but then I also still need a re-up. So now I'm digging myself out of this hole and I always constantly owe somebody else. So I'm not really working for myself, I'm working for somebody else. That's not me. To me, that's bad business. For myself, I get it on my own, I get it how I live, and that's it, all right? So if you wanted to get into this business and learn how I operate my business, that's what that playlist is for. It's called Back to Basics. Watch it from the top to the bottom. Everything in there is laid out for you. Blank t-shirts, pricing, how to make the shirts, marketing strategies, planning, all that stuff is laid out already for you. Go to my channel, go to playlist, it'll all be there. All right, if you got any questions, make sure you leave it in the comments. Remember, do not go broke trying to get rich. Follow me on Instagram, Big Brando TV. Catch you guys on the next one, man. Yeah.